So, Governor Gavin Newsom of California finally admitted that he is considering a run to be the president of the United States in 2028. I guess he is going to decide once his term in 2026 is over. Of course, he is termed out there in California. So everybody, especially on the Democrat side, are in an uproar over this, announcement per se. Now, of course, we also heard that Kamala says that I guess she's entertaining it as well. Well, there are some people who wanted to take Gavin Newsom to task. Now, first, I want to show y'all this video of a black woman who is mad at the Native Land podcast with Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, and Andrew Gillum, and Bakari Sellers is now on there. Now, this sister is going to tell you how she feels about what they said about Gavin. Check it out.
So the other day I saw a video of Angela Rye and her podcast co-hosts talking about Gavin Newsom. They had foot on neck for Gavin Newsom and his lack of support of reparations. Excuse my French, reparations right now. I felt like their video was very irresponsible, and here's why. One, do we have a right to hold Gavin Newsom as well as any elected politician accountable for anything that does or does not contribute to the Black experience here in America? Absolutely. We absolutely do. But right now, Gavin Newsom is probably one of the only, including Jasmine Crockett and a few others, the only Democrats with foot on neck to Donald Trump in this administration. He's the only one outwardly on social media, in his interviews, in his campaigning, outwardly, foot on neck. Okay?
So as you heard her say, first off, F reparations, right? Now, in the longer version of the video, she says, okay, y'all, that stuff is important. But right now, we need to focus on, as she said, Gavin Newsom, who is putting foot on neck to Donald Trump and his administration. Because if you followed Gavin Newsom, you see that he is, taking Trump and his administration to task. He's trolling them and a whole host of other things. And so for me to hear that black woman say F reparations, we need to get this white man who, vetoed reparations bills there in California is like, it confirms what I've been saying. Black people don't care. As far as, the Democrats are going to still show up for the Democrats. Now, I want you to see this video of what Angela Rye said about Gavin Newsom. Check it out.
Gavin Newsom saw it fit to veto not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 bills that would have provided some benefit to descendants of people who were enslaved. And I think what is mind-blowing about this is what he agreed to was a study. We know over and over again that folks are put into position to review. And maybe it's because this textbook thing, that people have been banning textbooks long before they were off the shelves, they wouldn't even look at them to deal with guilt. So now Gavin Newsom, who has found time to engage with white Republicans, especially those who support and lift up white racist ideology, saw fit to veto 5 bills that would have provided some type of restorative or reparative justice for folks who...
So as you saw there, I guess that was her way of taking Gavin Newsom to task. Again, she is a big-time Democrat shield, but she was reminding people that he did veto those reparations bills. And if you ask me, they weren't really reparations bills. They were just kind of here and there. There was no money on it. But, she was reminding people that he did that. So again, there's some kind of clashing going on within the Democrat Party because there's a lot of people, especially black people, like, listen, I don't care what Gavin did. We need to get him in office. And I guess Angela Rye is now trying to be the moral compass in the Democrat Party. But my thing is, Angela, why didn't you feel that way about Kamala? About Kamala when she says, no, I'm not going to do something that just benefits black people. Why didn't you say that about her? Why weren't you dragging her? Now, listen, I don't think that Gavin Newsom will be a good president, especially for black Americans, because we know how he feels about us. But to see this infighting, in a sense, go on between the black Democrats about this white man who means black people no earthly good is really interesting. And, that's really 3 years from now. So imagine all the foolishness that's going to take place. But I think more than anything, we're going to watch these Democrats really reveal themselves because they kind of pick and choose who they want to support or whatever. But back to that so-called sister talking about some F reparations over this white man going to the White House. That is crazy. But you know what? She's not alone. There's a lot of black people who would say exactly that. As long as Donald Trump, he can't run again anyway, no matter what he says. But as long as he and the Republicans are removed from the White House to get Gavin Newsom in there, they'll kick black Americans in the behind over reparations all day long. If you think I'm lying, just keep on watching. So anyway, for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.